Good day, everyone. My name is Stephanie I. Panuga, a second-year Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Mathematics, student at Grace Mission College Incorporated. I am currently residing at Malaybalay, Bukidnon. This is my Global Filipino Educator Innovation Project for Assessment in Learning 2, under the guidance of our instructor, Ma'am Danica Grace Bagi. So, the project is titled Bridging Permutations and Authentic Assessment, an innovative strategies for grade 10 learners. So what exactly is this project? This is a portfolio of authentic assessment designs built for grade 10 mathematics, specifically focusing on the topic of permutations or NPR using the formula of NPR equals n factorial divided by n minus r times factorial. So what makes this project unique is its grounding. Rather than using generic textbook problems, every single assessment task in this portfolio draws from a real-life barangay community scenarios right here in our place in Bukidnon. The goal is simple: to make mathematics meaningful, relevant, and accessible to every grade 10's Filipino learner. But first, why authentic assessment? So, the honest truth is this: traditional paper and pencil tests in mathematics measure recall. They tell us if a student memorized the formula, but they do not tell us if the student can think with it, apply it, or explain it to another person. Authentic assessment changes this. When we present students with a real barangay problem, like arranging Sangguniang Kabataan officers, permutations stopped being an abstract formula and became a living mathematical tool. Moreover, as future educators, we must respond to the global demand for 21st century skills: critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and communication. These cannot be measured by traditional multiple choice exam. Authentic assessment can, and for our diverse learner across Bukidnon, some with internet, some without, and some confident, and some struggling. Inclusivity is not optional. It is our responsibility. This project is aligned with the DepEd K-12 Grade 10 Mathematics curriculum under the combinatorics and probability. There are 4 learning outcomes. So learning outcome number 1 is learners will apply the permutations formula, which is NPR is equal to n factorial over n minus r times factorial, to solve real barangay arrangement problems aligned with competency. So learning outcome number 2, learners will distinguish permutations from combinations and justify when order matters. Learning outcome 3 is learners will communicate their mathematical reasoning clearly through written solutions and oral defense, a 21st century cross-cutting skill. And learning outcome number 4 is learners will collaborate to design a community-based permutation solutions. So, the contextual material used throughout is a teacher-designed problem set titled Arranging Bukidnon or Permutations in Our Barangay. Let me walk you through the assessment task. Authentic assessment task 1 is called the Barangay Officer Arrangement Activity. So, here's the scenario. A barangay in Bukidnon has 8 qualified candidates running for 3 distinct Sangguniang Kabataan position, which is the chairperson, secretary, and a treasurer. Learners acting as junior community planners must calculate the total number of possible arrangements. So, mathematically, this is 8 permutes 3, which equals to 8 factorial divided by 8 minus 3. So, 8 factorial is 40,320 and 8 minus 3 is 5 factorial. So, 5 factorial is equal to 120, which comes 40,320 divided by 120 is will give us the answers 336 possible arrangements. So, there is also a second question. If only 3 senior candidates may fill the chairperson position, How does this change the count? So this develops constrained permutation thinking. Students work in groups of 3 to 4. Their output is written solution report covering complete solution steps, a justification of why order matters, and a brief reflection on permutations in real governance. The task concludes with a 5-minute oral defense before the class, simulating a presentation to the barangay council. Authentic Assessment Task 2 is a community mural arrangement storyboard. So the scenario, the Barangay Cultural Committee is planning a commemorative mural for Araw ng Malaybalay. 5 symbols of Malaybalay culture will be arranged in a single horizontal row. So how many distinct arrangements are possible? So this is 5 permutes 5, which is equals to 120. Then if only 3 of the 5 symbols are chosen for a smaller banner, students compute 5 permutes 3, which equals to 60. So this is an individual task. Each student creates a one-page mathematical storyboard, an illustrated solution documented that includes complete solution steps, at least 4 sample arrangements drawn visually, and a sentence connecting permutations to the importance of order in cultural display. This task integrates mathematical problem posing, a higher order thinking skills with creative visual expression. It honors learners who think visually while still requiring mathematical accuracy. The performance-based assessment is the crown of this project, the Barangay Permutation Fair. Imagine a community learning event organized by the local government unit right here in Bukidnon. Your team has been invited to set up a booth that teaches permutations to actual community members, not just to classmates, but to real residents of the barangay. So, each group must create their own barangay scenario, design a display poster with a complete permutation solution, role-play the scenario in a live demonstration, deliver a 5-minute explanation in clear Filipino English that any community member can understand, and defend their mathematics in a Q&A. Every group member must speak. Every group member must be prepared to answer. This is mathematics as a civic act. This is education that leaves the classroom and enters the community. The performance task is assessed using 5 criteria rubric with a total of 20 points. So, the criteria are mathematical accuracy, problem identification, completeness of solution, presentation and organization, and real-world application. Each criterion is rated on a 4-point scale: excellent, proficient, developing, or beginning. So a score of 17 to 20 is outstanding, while 13 to 16 is proficient, and 9 to 12 is developing. And below 9 requires further improvement. The rubric is shared with students before the task, so they know exactly what excellence look like before they begin. So this is transparent, fair, and growth-oriented assessment. Now, how does this project integrate technology, and how does it serve all learners? So for technology, learners use GeoGebra's pre-probability calculator, available as browser app or mobile app, to dynamically explore permutation values. By changing N and R, they observe how NPR changes in real time and compare those results to their manual calculations. Their output is a screenshot report documenting the 3 barangay-themed permutation scenarios. For classrooms without internet access, printed GeoGebra-generated permutation tables are provided. No learner is left behind due to lack of resources. For inclusivity, this project offers oral solution options for learners more comfortable in Filipino or their mother tongue. Numbered card manipulatives make permutations hands-on and tangible. Extended time and alternative formats supports learner with special needs. Group roles are assigned by strength, so every learner contributes meaningfully. And all problem statements are written in both Filipino and English, honoring the linguistic diversity of our communities. This project is designed for face-to-face classes, online learning, blended environments, and resource-limited classrooms, all common realities in Philippine education today. This project is not just about computing NPR. It is about thinking at the highest level of Bloom's taxonomy. So critical thinking, learner must evaluate which formula configuration applies and justify their reasoning, not just plug in numbers. Next is creativity. The mural, storyboard, and permutations fair require learners to invent original scenarios and express solutions visually and narratively. So for problem solving, every task is open-ended. There is no single path to the answer. So for collaboration, the permutations pair demands joint planning, rule distribution, and collective defense. And at the very top, the create level, students design an original barangay scenario for the pair. This is synthesis. This is the highest cognitive demand we can place on our learners. Finally, every task includes a reflective prompt. What did I understand? What confused me? What does permutation apply to my community? How does this project contribute to the Philippines, to our communities, and to the world? First, to the Philippine education. This project directly addresses on one of the most persistent gaps in our mathematics classrooms: the overemphasis on memorization over application. By meeting the K-12 competency standards while developing 21st century skills, it models a better way forward for Filipino math teachers. Second, to our society, the permutation fair transforms the classroom into the barangay. Students who learn to apply mathematics to community problems became citizens who can contribute mathematically to their barangay, their municipality, and their nation. Third is the global education practices. So the GRASP framework mirrors international performance assessment standards used in Singapore, Finland, and South Korea. GeoGebra connects Filipino learners to the global mathematics community. Our grade 10 students in Bukidnon are, through this project, participating in the same kind of authentic mathematical inquiry and use by the students around the world. Now, one of the most important questions in Philippine education today is this: how do we make sure our assessment practices actually work for all learners, regardless of where they are? This project was intentionally designed to function across 4 classroom settings. In a face-to-face classroom, learners present their group oral defense in person, display their solution posters on the board, and use physical card manipulatives to explore permutations arrangements hands-on. In an online settings, learners record their solution defense as a video, complete their GeoGebra explanation digitally, and submit their storyboard as a PDF. In a blended environment, both are combined. Online GeoGebra work is paired with an in-class poster presentation, and output are submitted both digitally and in print. And for resource-limited classrooms, which is the reality for many schools here in Bukidnon, printed permutation tables replace GeoGebra, numbered cards replace digital tools, and oral assessment replaces written output. No learners is left behind. The mathematics remain the same, only the pathway changes. So what kind of educator do I want to become? So taking assessment and learning too has changed how I see the word assessment. Before this course, assessment meant grades, a final stamp on a student's performance. Now, I understand it as something far more powerful, a window into students' think, what they value, and how they are growing. So as mathematical thinkers and as people. The educator I want to become is one who sees every student as a capable mathematician. Even the students who sit at the back, who says, I'm not good enough at math, especially that student. Through authentic assessment, through tasks like barangay officers actively and the permutation fair, that student can see their own community through a mathematical lens. And in that moment, mathematics is no longer abstract, it is theirs. So I also want to be an educator who never stops learning, who reads, who reflects, who prays for wisdom before every lesson plan. So, because in the end, the best lesson I can teach my student is not a formula. It is the belief that they, too, can solve the problem of the world, one permutations at a time. To God be the glory for the wisdom and understanding He has given us. As Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5 reminds us, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Thank you so much for watching this presentation. I am Stephanie I. Panuga, BS Ed Math 2, Section 2M26, Mindanao Cluster of Grace Mission College Incorporated. To God be all the glory. Thank you so much for being with me.